Here's my capstone presentation, which was my first time doing a real school service project. My goal of this project was to lower the amount of injuries and deaths caused by gun violence by advocating for stricter gun laws and helping those affected by the issue. Gun violence is an awful epidemic which has taken over America and affected us terribly, and I felt that I needed to make a change. Here are some statistics. Every day, 8 children and teens die for gun violence. Gun violence also doesn't only affect adults, it heavily affects children and teens, which is part of why I'm getting involved. 4 are murdered, 3 die from suicide, and 1 is killed unintentionally. Every day, 39 children and teens are shot and survive. 31 are injured in an attack, 1 survives a suicide attempt, 7 shot unintentionally. Per year, 2,737 kids die from gun violence. 1,606 are murdered, 258 die from suicide, and 110 are killed unintentionally. Also 26 by legal intervention, 36 die but intent was unknown. Clearly, gun violence has a horrible effect on America. Recently, the Parkland shooting happened at the Parkland School in Florida. 17 innocent high school students were killed, and because of that, the March for Our Lives organization was created. The goal of the March for Our Lives organization is to bring an end to gun violence. They want to end the epidemic and normalcy of gun violence in the U.S. right now. To fulfill this goal, MFOL advocates for stricter gun laws by holding marches and protests, which consist of many different people, including students. The organization was founded after the Parkland shooting, which killed high school students and heavily affecting the lives of many people, both at the school and broader. So I actually did go to the MFOL March, which was held in D.C., and now this MFOL has become a much broader organization, which I've decided to donate to. So in order to raise money for the MFOL organization, I sold donuts outside of my school. Also, to raise awareness, I made flyers to hang up around the school to promote donations to MFOL and to raise awareness about gun violence. This is an example of advocacy, and selling donuts is an example of services. I also made an Instagram account and posted the statistics of who gun violence affects, both children and adults. I also posted the link to the MFOL donation page, which is education. Some of my friends saw, and a couple even donated. So the flyers, the donuts, and the Instagram page donated to my help with MFOL. All of these actions are connected, but all of them are trying to end the awful epidemic of gun violence. So here's the Instagram account I made, End Gun Violence. Here's the flyer I made, which discusses March for Our Lives and trying to end gun violence. And here's some donuts we sold. Jewish values. Hochecha tochicha. You shall rebuke. The value of Hochecha tochicha connects to my actions because I'm donating money to an organization which advocates for change, specifically for changing gun laws. As a Jew, I'm obligated to criticize society when terrible mistakes or events are happening. Right now, the horrible epidemic of gun violence is strongly affecting many innocent people and their families, and it is my job to criticize that and put a stop to it. Kivud habriyut. All human beings' lives should be honored, and gun violence threatens that. As a Jew living in the world today, it is on me to honor all human beings and protect their lives. In order to fulfill that, I am donating to to MFOL, which advocates for stricter gun laws in order to protect and honor the people living in the U.S. by keeping them safer from gun violence. Jewish values played a role into this project because as a Jew, I feel that I need to fix the world, tikkun olam, and these values contributed to this project. I also learned a lot from this Capstone project. I learned so many different awful and sometimes even positive statistics and facts about how gun violence affects American citizens. Not positive isn't about the gun violence, but it's about how much change and advocacy is going on right now. I also learned that while writing a project proposal, you need to keep in mind how challenging the action might actually be, and I should have considered if some of the things I proposed would be effective. I also learned how to sell food for a cause. I've never done that. Sometimes I'll just sell food for fun or trade food, but I've never sold food for a real cause, and it really meant a lot to me. I also learned how to make positive change in the world. And I learned how to conduct a real service project for school for the first time ever. And it was a really cool experience doing this, so thank you for listening.